Alright guys, so this is Jacob from Wedge Me This, and my most popular strategy, and it's by far, it's not even really close by views now, is the $100 low roller. So here I want to show a little variation on it, and in this variation I'm going to actually start through the don'ts, but I'm going to start with a bigger don't. Alright, so what I'm going to do here this time is I'm going to start with a $15 don't. The reason I start with 15 is because then that covers a 6 and 8 for $6 a piece. So of course this would be played at a $5 table, and we have a 6. We're not going to play that, are we? All right. So then we're going to come over here, pick up two numbers, of course, and we're going to try to hit a few of them. And we have an 8. That's pretty good for us. And then from here, you play it the same fashion. You're starting from the don't, which is instead of building up a run of place bets and stuff from the front, you're starting from the back in. You're basically starting already inside the strategy. All right, so there's $7 winner. And it doesn't necessarily work any better. It really doesn't. Both of them work basically equally. The only difference with this one is you get to pull this back. All right, so instead of when you play on the light side, you end up losing one round. All right, so a lot of times you win one round here first. So we won that round. All right, now we're at $14. Look for a point. All right, remember again, we're just trying to get to $50. That's all we're trying to do. Make 50 bucks. We got 100, so we're just trying to half our money again. And there's a hard 4. And an 8. All right, $7 winner. So again, like I said, we're just going to keep recycling that don't until it builds up to the point where all right, so there's a 7. So there's a $2 overall winner on that 7. Right there. Take that 2, put it over there. Remember, this is original bankroll over here. So we're going to add this in. All right, here we go, coming out. And we got the yo. Oh, Lord, that's a terrible, terrible roll. So again, we're going to start back on the don't, $15. Try to rebuild this thing. There's the 6 again, of course. So this time let's go with 5 and the 9. Just for the heck of it. And the 7, so we made $5. So we made that money right there, and we actually only made 5, but we're going to go on and go with this. And the 9. All right. Again, let's go with the 4, 5, and the 10. All right, that's even money. We don't normally do even money. And there's the 8. So we're going to roll a ton of 6 and 8 much. And the 5, all right. $7 winner. And the 6. 6, of course. 5, all right. Another $7 winner. And the 7. So that's going to be a break-evener. I'm going to pull all that back. Go to this one. We earned it, 14 bucks. And a 6. A lot of 6 points. We got 14 to work with this time. We're going to grab the 8 and the 9. And here we go. All right, $7 winner on the 8. Hard 8. And the 5. 5's not affecting nothing here. And a 10. 6, 4, 10. Also not affecting anything. 5. And a 3. 2, 1. And a 9. All right, $7 winner. And a knockoff. The knockoff. Okay. Not a big deal. We basically broke even. Coming out. And we got the 5 this time, which is a lot better number to have. It's a lot harder to hit. And a 12, 6, 6. Yeah, a lot harder to hit. A lot harder to hit. All right, so we're gonna start back on this. Them 6 and 8's off. And we got the 3. All right, so that's a good one. The 2, 1. It's gonna start us out good on this note here. And the hard 8. Okay. There's the 4, 3, 1. And a 3. And the 6, $7.06. Come back here. And a 10. So we're looking for a 6 or a 9 or even a 7 will work. We don't want the ugly 8. 5. 5. And a 6, 5, 1. $7 winner. And a 4. There's the 9, $7 winner. So this is going to be our 1 here, it seems like. Seems like this is going to get us there. We're pretty close now. Ace, ace. So let's see. Okay, so we got 25, 26. So we're up about 25 bucks. Oh, hard 6. $7 winner. Remember, you want to pay attention to that. Once you get to your goal, you want to quit. You don't want to keep rolling. All right, so there's a $4 winner. Rack that. Pick all that up. All right, so right now we are up. There's our 100. So we're up quite a bit in comparison to our bankroll. All right. So there's 20, 30, 40, 55. So we're up 56 bucks. That's what was our goal, was 50. You know, you chunk that $6 to the dealers and you go on and go home. If you're starting with a $100 bankroll, this is the kind of moves you got to make. All right. Now you're coming back with a $150 bankroll. Next, maybe win 50 more bucks, and so on and so forth. And these are the moves you got to make. You know, home runs don't happen with, you know, with like $100 bankrolls. It's just not how it works. It's just not the dynamic and the mechanics in the game. And so this is just a different variation on that, that $100 bankroll. I've actually, the $100 low roller, I've actually played it with an iron cross element to it too, where I play the field as well, and it works okay. You just lose too much on the 6 and 8. You know, you lose $5 on the profiting on the 6 and 8. So to me, it's not worth throwing the field in there. But yeah, so I mean, again, this low roller, it's pretty consistent. Worst case scenario, it loses slowly. That's the worst case scenario about it. Best case scenario, you win 20, 30, 40 bucks and you move on. Maybe you go take that and buy dinner or whatever the case may be. You know, you can play on $100 using this strategy very, very easily for a good length of time. And, you know, going to win some money, most likely. It's built to win money, that's for sure. But anyways, I just wanted to remake another version of this, all right? And show that there are some other elements to it. All right, so let's try it the Iron Cross style, okay? So when you do it, usually when I play the Iron Cross style, and I've only played it at home, I've never done the Iron Cross style at the casino. I stay off on the come out, so I don't put all the money out there yet. All right, 10. All right, then I go on with the Iron Cross. And I'll show you what I mean by it eats up the 6 and 8 profits if we roll a bunch of 6 and 8s. Or we're going to roll a 7 right out the gate. So that was a 7. And so this is actually starting from the light side like the original $100 low roller does. It's not starting from the dark side. Both of them work basically the same. But let's try this again. Let's run the Iron Cross version again. And we got a 4. 3, 1, 4. Oh, dang it. Just because I know there's Iron Cross guys out there. that just love the Iron Cross because it gets you all the numbers. And a 2. All right, so that's a good one. That's the ones you want. All right, that starts at $10 note. Then once you run through an Iron Cross, guys, okay, so that's as quick. So it's just too expensive. It just is for $100. All right, it was just made at $10 there. I would probably go another round before I play the don't. All right, I would try to get at least 15 in there. 3, 2, 5. So you don't have to put it quite as much out there this time because you got that on the pass. Oh, that was supposed to be over here. All right, there's the 5. So this is going to win $2 overall. This is going to lose here, but it's going to win 7. Or no, it's not on this one. No, it's not. My bad. It's just going to win there. All right, so we're going to be off on this come out. And we're going to get an 11. All right, that's what we want. And then a 6. Okay, so points going to 6. Pick up the 5 and get in the field. So again, we're just trying to build a don't. There's the 6 point made. All right, so that's just going to pay like that. So again, we're not making nothing on that. We're off on the come out. And the 9. All right. It's just not as effective. I don't think playing it with the Iron Cross. I just don't. It's too much of this. Okay, so when you roll the 8, you only make $2 as opposed to 7. And you're going to roll a bunch more 8s and 6s. All right, ace, ace. Then, you know, other numbers. It's just the way it is. And, oh my gosh, 2 ace, aces in a row. So if it goes like this, yes, play the Iron Cross every time. If you're going to just roll ace, ace after ace, ace, just keep playing the Iron Cross. And a 10. All right, so there's a $5 winner. So it's working out pretty well right here. I mean, this is a good little run. And a 3. And of course, I mean, this is the thing with the Iron Cross. It's kind of like feast or famine. If you get a good run of numbers, the Iron Cross can catch money on everything. And an 11. And a 9. All right, so that's going to be a double winner. All right, we're off on the come out again. Oops. Off on this come out. And we have an 11. So this is a pretty healthy don't. We're getting into that. We should just go home range. All right, there's a come out 7. And a 4. Points going to 4. We haven't even got to the don't yet. We're just going to keep rolling this out. That was actually on the wrong one. All right, $5 winner. I'm just going to put that back and that back. This is actually supposed to be out of here. All right, here we go. And a 6. There's a $2 winner. And a 5. Another $2 winner. And a 7 finally. Okay. So now, of course, if you made all that money, you should go home. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You've made your goal. You should definitely go home. So let's just see where we're at. All right. So we have, you made 75, 81. So there's, I mean, there's 100 right there before you ever count this. 150, 160. All right, so I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go 64 on the don't? That makes sense. 70 on the don't, something like that. 54, or I mean, you could go 44, whatever you'd choose. I wouldn't go all of it. I would make sure I got all my money here. If you were gonna play it, I'd go on and get my 100 in there, and then I'd say, okay. So there's 35, and then I would go and I would hedge this out. Just because you just won, and there, you know, so $6 like you were hopping the 7s up here, and that's what I would do on this one, guys, because you had such a good run on that. I wouldn't just give up that money. And we got an 11, so we did good. We were smart. even though it's not exact. It's going to pay 30 bucks. We're going to lose whatever that is. Just replace that there and go on up here. Do the same thing if you get some instance like that. And see what happens. Alright, so we got some of it back. That's cool. Same thing. Alright, are we going to get a point? And we are. We're going to get a 9, alright? So there's a 9. And then we're just going to put some money across. We don't going to use this 100. We'll use this. We've got 30. So it's going to allow us to go, you know, all of the money here. So that's only 27. So we got 30 against 27. See if we can get some winners. There's a 6. $7 winner. And an 8. Another $7 winner. So again, we're just recycling the same exact thing. We're on the don't side instead of the iron cross side at this point. All right, there's a 9, so we're going to drop $1. Drop $1 over here. Get 10. And the 9. Wow, we got knocked off. What a brutal deal. And we didn't quite make our money back. You could choose to do whatever you want to do here. You could go right back in the don't with this and just leave that money out there. You could start over on the iron cross, whatever you want to do. I mean, I know I said that if you get knocked off, you should always start over. And I said that for a reason, just because you could get in this bad cycle of 3 or 4 points hit and then you just wipe yourself out. But I mean, so the iron cross works too. Playing through the don't works too. This $100 low roll is very versatile, right? You could play it without a point. You know, you could play it without the come out, and you could just play some numbers up there and just build a don't with them and then go for it. I mean, there's a lot of ways to play. You could play it through the come, however you'd like to play it. The idea, the premise behind it is you're building a don't to cover your bets, to go for it on a second roll, to go for it on that second shooter to try to make a big chunk of money and get your 50 bucks and go home. That's the idea behind it. And I just want to put out some more variations of it because, of course, it's my most popular video. So clearly you guys like something about it. And this is Jacob from Wager Me This. I hope you guys like these couple little variations on it.